Okay, this is from that lesson on the extension of the binomial theorem. This is question one, letter D. So we're supposed to expand this all the way out to the term x cubed. Okay, so in order to do this, we need to have our formula booklet for the most part will really help. So I'm going to start by, if we look at this, we are going to, it's always best to rewrite this. So if I was going to rewrite 2 over 1 minus x and all of that cubed, if I rewrite it, that's the same as 2 times 1 minus x to the negative 3. Okay, so that's the first step. That coefficient, because if you think about it, we had the minus, we put that underneath, and we'd leave the numerator as 2. So then from there, we just have to recognize what our various parts are. So doing that real quick. So my A value is 1. My B value is negative x. And the only other thing we need to know is what our n value, and in this case, it is negative 3. So with all of that, we're going to put this together and make it. Now, it's going to be 2 times, and then I'm going to use big brackets to get the rest of it because that 2 still has to be out front, okay? So we would do A, which is 1, to the negative 3 power, which is just going to be 1, but we'll write that there. And that's going to be times 1 plus, and this is going to be negative 3 times our B value is negative x. My A value is still 1, and that's to the first power, plus, and then my n is negative 3 times negative 3 minus 1 all over 2 factorial. And then times my b is still negative x over 1, and that's to the second power. And then we do our next step, which again would be negative 3 times 3 minus 1. No, sorry, times negative 3 minus 1 times negative 3 minus 2 all over 3 factorial, and then times negative x over 1 cubed, and that would keep on going. I'm stopping there because the question specifically tells me to get to the x cubed term, and this is going to give me my x cubed term. Okay, so does this ask me to simplify, expand the following up to that? Okay. So we can simplify this a little bit if we just break it down by parts. This would turn into 2 times 1 plus negative 3 times negative x is just 3x. And then simplifying this a little bit, this would be negative 3 times negative 4. And it's going to be divided by 2, so that'd be negative 6. And then negative 6 times x squared, so minus 6x squared. And then this last one would be negative 3 times negative 4 times negative 5. Well, that's negative 60, because that'd be 12 times negative 5. And negative 60 over 3 times 2, so that's negative 10. Negative 10, and negative x cubed is negative x cubed. So that would be plus 10x cubed. So if I wanted to keep simplifying this, I totally could, and this would just turn into 2 plus 6x minus 12x squared plus 20x cubed, and obviously that would keep going, but that would be my overall simplification once we get that. I hope that that helps.